I'm ready to sing, Dad.
Okay, repeat after me. 1, 2, ready, go. Mi, fa, re, mi, sol, la, ti, do.
Hello and welcome to another Prodigies Music Lesson. We are on episode 21 of the Prodigies Music Lessons podcast. My name is Mr. Michael and we are back today. We're going to be talking about the G major scale and also talking about the recorder. Are you ready to dive in? Here we go. Let's quickly review our solfege for the scale that we're most familiar with, the C major scale. Now we know that scale. Let's do it one more time. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And back down. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Now the G major scale and the C major scale are very closely related. Both scales have almost all of the same notes except for F. If we were to play the G major scale with a regular F, it would sound like this. Which sounds kind of cool on its own. However, we need to make the F sharp, going from fa to fi. One note can make a lot of difference in how the scale sounds. So our solfege for the G major scale is going to start on sol. Now parents and music teachers, this is going to be in fixed do so we can teach the chromatic solfege. So starting on sol, going to la, ti, do, re, mi. This is going to be fi, F sharp, and sol. Let's do that again. Sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fi, sol. Great. Now when it comes to singing the G major scale, we have to have a little talk about vocal range. Most kids will not be able to sing the G major scale because the top end of the scale will be too high for their voice, or if they sing it in the lower register, the lower end might be too low for their voice. Most kids' voices will be able to sing from low C to high C with relatively little difficulty. However, when we start on the 5th scale degree, sol, we wind up starting up here and going really, really high for most young voices. And it's normal and okay to not be able to sing that if you're a child or a kid. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the G below middle C, so find do, and walk your way down. Do, ti, la, sol. And that's the sol that we'll be starting from for this G major scale. Now, it's still possible that that sol below the middle C is too low for you to sing. If you're a kid, you're a child, and you're trying to get down there and it sounds real grovelly and you can't really hit it, that's okay. So doing the best that you can do, let's jump into singing the G major scale with our solfege, letters, and scale degrees. Here we go. All right, here we are in our G major scale exercise. Let's begin with the solfege. Here we go. Sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fi, sol. All right, great job with that ascending G major scale. Let's try that again on solfege. Here we go. Remember the fi. Sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, Now that we've done the solfege, it's time to do the letter names, starting from G, going up to A, and then B. Here we go. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Nice. All right, now it's time to do the scale degrees. This is where each pitch gets a number, and we're going to start with number 1 on G. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Hey, did you hear that cool instrument playing along with us? That was my good friend, the recorder. The recorder is one of the instruments that we study in Prodigies. In fact, we have an entire lesson dedicated to the history of the recorder in Prodigies. The recorder is an incredibly important instrument to learn, especially when you are young and in elementary school. It is easy to play, it does not require a lot of air, and it's very, very light and easy to hold. While it does have a reputation for producing some obnoxious squeaky tones, by learning how to play the recorder correctly, you can avoid these. While we don't have time for a full recorder history lesson or a performance lesson, we can learn a little bit about where the recorder came from. All the way back thousands and thousands of years ago, there were what we call cylindrical end-blown flutes, something that you blow into the end of and it would produce a sound, and you could change that sound by boring holes into it, and by changing which fingers were covering which holes, you could change the notes on it. We started seeing graphical representations of recorders in religious artwork as early as the 1300s, and by the 1600s, the recorder had become a dominant instrument for playing the popular compositions of the time by Telemann, Haydn, and Johann Sebastian Bach. This piece I'm playing in the background is a minuet by Telemann. Hopefully, as you can hear, the recorder has a sparkling bird-like quality to it, and there are several different kinds of recorders available to play. That recorder is a soprano recorder. There's also a higher-pitched sopranina recorder, a lower-pitched alto, tenor, and bass recorder. We talk a lot about this in Recorder Prodigies, so if that piques your interest, definitely check that out. And now it's time for our musical word wall. Today's word is Sforzando. In music, we use the term sforzando to refer to a note that is struck really hard, but then the player immediately backs off in volume. Or if a group plays a chord, they hit that chord really strong and then they immediately come off of it. It sounds a little like this. Did you hear how that chord was very loud at the beginning, but then it pulled back in volume right away? That's that sforzando. And that's it for this week's Word Wall. And now for our Prodigy of the Week. This week's Prodigy of the Week is Navid. Here's Navid's dad to tell us a little more.
Hello, hi, my name is Siamak, and I would like to suggest my son Navid for Prodigy of the Week. Since he was 3 years old, he started with your program and he really loves it. And then very quickly he learned to sing solfege and to recognize all the notes on the staff without any colors or any cues needed. He can just read the notes really well just from learning it from the Prodigies program. He could recognize the C chord, G chord, F chord just by listening to the sound, and he soon learned to play them and then started making his own chords. I've played multiple major scales, a few minor scales. The Prodigies program really primed him so well and piqued his interest and got him going, and he's now taking serious piano lessons with a teacher at home. So thank you so much for the wonderful program you made. Thank you.
We love to hear testimonials like this about your child. If you would like to give us a testimonial like this, give us a call at 302-307-1880 and please leave a message. You can check out a membership to Prodigies at prodigies.com or visit our YouTube channel. We'll be back with podcast episode 22 before you know it. Now it's time for Mr. Rob to close us out. Hit it, Mr. Rob.
So now the time has come to say goodbye. I hope that we can sing again sometime. Another melody we'll play and sing and sign. So until next time, I will see you later, see you later, see ya. But we'll be back later, see ya later, see ya later, see ya. But we'll be back later, see ya later, see ya later, see ya later, see ya later.